Hello again everybody, and welcome back. Of course, we're at Frankfurt in Germany, and we are for the first time in almost 8 months trying out the salty simulations Boeing 747-8 mod for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Got a couple of folk flying along as well. We're going to be flying the real world route that Lufthansa have been doing over the last couple of days. There's about 6 or 7 scheduled with this specific aircraft, actually, the 747-8 with the Lufthansa Retrojet Yankee Tango livery, which is really cool. You can download this one on flightsim.to. Hello to Kai, Zavarius, James, who else have we got in the chat as well? Noor, I can't see anyone else yet. Hope you guys are all okay. And as a bit of a sneak preview actually as well, JustFlight have really kindly sent us a pre-release preview build for us all to have a very first look before anybody else with their brand new Palma de Mallorca scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So when we get to the other side, we've got that to look forward to as well, and you guys are going to be seeing it at the same time as myself before anybody else on YouTube or anything else. So really exciting. You've got to stay tuned for that, of course. We've got the Salty Sim mod, and as I covered a few weeks ago, we've got a flight plan manager now built in, which makes all the difference. Hello to you guys as well, James, Felix, Benny, Jay, welcome, welcome. Winds at the moment. Let's just refresh the METAR. Winds are 200 degrees at 5 knots, but variable between 160 and 240. Light showers and rain, a few clouds, 3,500 feet cumulonimbus, scattered cloud at 4,000, 24 degrees and a QNH of 1012, and temporarily 220 degrees, 15 knots gusting, 25 knots with light thunderstorms and rain. So we're going to use runway 18 to begin with. Gil, hello to you. Glad to hear you guys are all looking forward to this. The JustFlight Palma de Mallorca scenery is almost done. There are a couple of things left to complete, so we might see a few little things that stand out when we get there, but I'll talk through some of the sort of final things that the team are doing at JustFlight to finish it all off ready for us to enjoy properly. Radnav, that's all done. Right, so let's have a little look at Navigraph. Here's our departure. We were going to depart 25 centre, but with the previous METAR, and I guess the current METAR at the moment, we're going to depart runway 18 on an ANEKI 9 Lima departure. So after departure, we're going to fly 178 degrees.
For Echo Lima radio check.
Readability 5. And we're then going to turn left at or above 800 feet, 220 knots, down to read 112.2, and I've got that set into the RadNav page for us as well. We pass over Mannheim City, down to ANEKI, and then we're on our way down to Palma. For the route, we're going to head down over Zurich, or towards Zurich, breaking off to Geneva, and then we're going to head straight down all the way to Martigues, which is just west of Marseille, and then we're going to be heading over the water, descending down towards LUNIK, which is going to be the start of our arrival procedure into Palma, and I'm really looking forward to this JustFlight scenery, so I'll be seeing it at the same time of you guys that you guys are going to be seeing it too. What a shame. Hello Dan, good afternoon. David A, good morning to you as well. Steve, you want to go to the GitHub page? Whoops, wrong buttons. Alberto, hi.
Wir möchten Sie jetzt bitten, Ihre
come off external power
zu schließen und festzuziehen. Ich möchte Sie auch daran erinnern, dass solange Sie sitzen, müssen Sie Ihre Sicherheitsgurte geschlossen halten. Falls
yeah, so Steve, go to
und ich wünsche Ihnen
Salty
einen schönen
Simulations
Aufenthalt
Discord
bei uns
server.
an Bord.
Go to their
Good
you can go to their
afternoon, ladies
GitHub
and
and
gentlemen.
you just want to download the
Also,
very
on
latest
behalf
development
of
branch.
the cabin staff, I
Bandit,
would like
welcome.
to welcome you on this Lufthansa Star Alliance flight. I would like to introduce myself.
We've got loads
My
of
name is Gabriel Matsuken and I'm the purser
let's
on
see
this
here.
flight. My purser colleague is Mrs. Liliana Lutz and she is in charge in business class. Please fasten your seatbelts now. Make sure that you pull them tight. Pull them tight. And I would like to remind you that as long as you are sitting,
Initial altitude, Benny, we're going to be doing, it's in the pin messages, ANEKI 9 Lima departure. DC Mole, welcome. I've not flown this in 8 months, so not properly at least, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. And there are a couple of new animations like engine bleed that we need to be careful of as well. What else have we got? I've got anti-ice on auto, and it's also Boeing, and I'm used to Airbus and CRJ, so yeah, quite different. Gens are all on, but they are no pressure, so that's all good, and I think APU is showing on. Fuel pumps. We'll find out in a second, won't we? Rightio. Got loads of custom views. Oh, hello. That was a bit odd. For us to enjoy. Although it seems to be that the livery is ever so slightly broke. So certain movements we get that strange blue texture. We've got some real nice wing views and things to look at on the way over. Damn nice. That is saying something, isn't it? Good grief. Never thought I'd hear the day. So, I think we're ready to go. We've got our V speeds put in, V1 at 165. We're nice and heavy as well. I'll show you the show you this. Main tank's at 33%, but I've ramped the payload right up to 78%. In economy, we've got 30 tons worth of people alone. So yeah, I'm intentionally setting it really heavy for today, just to sort of really test it all out and see what it's like. Glad you guys are liking the livery. Should be another Lufthansa next to us, but you know, model matching's playing up again as usual. Flight plan, no. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, we can't fix that. Jonathan, hi. I think we're ready to go. So, where's the beacon light? Both. There we go. That'll be it.
Frankfurt traffic Lufthansa 979 inbound Delta Fox 411, turning into final proceeding direct left key for ILS approach 25 left.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, stand down for 54, push and start. So, let's get the pushback tug into position. Ooh, here we go. Let's see. We have to be underneath the steel beams, I think. 80 ball, yeah, it's a no mirroring livery, but there are some problems with the comp and norm textures apparently, so I don't know what that means. I think it's not as reflective as it should be in the light. But hey, it looks pretty good. Steve, yeah, you just extract it, and then the folder should say salty-747. You literally just move that to your community folder, and you're done. Rightio. I don't know which engines we're supposed to start first, but Boeing, I think, usually like engine 1. Release the parking brake, and away we go. Next stop, Palma with full aircraft. No, hello. Am I a pilot in real life? No, used to be a flying instructor for some light aircraft years back. But yeah, it was literally years back. Should be that engine there that we're starting. 4132, Dan. Thank you. Glad somebody knows what they're doing in the 747. Well, we've got 1 on. I'll do 4 next, and then I'll do 3 and 2. Flight radar, there's no departure altitude constraint, so I'm going to go initially straight up to 10,000, but I'm most likely just going to punch right up to our cruise today, which is 37,000 feet for my 35,000 feet for my flight plan. Let's see, we want that view.
Traffic Lufthansa 979er, reception on the localizer 25 left, about 12 nautical miles out.
Toolbar pushback, of course, helping us. Flight radar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get onto the line and I'm going to pull forwards for you so you can start your pushback at least. Wonderful livery, isn't it? The JustFlight Palma airport as well isn't too far off being released now, so something to really look forward to. Wait, how are my wings for clearance? Oops. Yeah, it looks fine. What is it? Engine 3 next, thanks to Dan. Literally watching your little advice strip there. You know what? It would help if I actually turned number 4 on. It's easy when the Airbus does it for you, isn't it? If you enjoyed today's stream, by the way, guys, do remember to give us a like. And Dan, yeah, the update should be whilst we're live tomorrow during a stream, so you guys could be updating your aircraft, your sim, sorry, whilst you are watching my live stream, so you can multitask. Got the FT Sim sound pack as well. David, hi. AD boy, I have no idea. I don't usually fly the 747. Let's go forwards. We get out of the way for flight rather than. Whoops. Ghost, it is indeed. There we go, you can see the tail there. It is Yankee Tango. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Will it be a big update? Most definitely, it's going to be huge. Oh, you know what? It'd help if I was bleeding the engines, wouldn't it? There you go, flight right. I'm out the way. Paul, good afternoon. Yeah, no, yeah, it would be quite good, wouldn't it? Right, what have I forgotten?
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 224.
Leads are on. Thankfully we're bleeding the APU, and that's I think why we've been able to get the engine started. Stab tanks are empty, so let's get that off. I think centre tanks are empty. Centre wing tank, reserve 1, 2. Yep, so it's only the main tanks. Let's get rid of that as well. Don't need those on. Gens are all on. They're all running. It is, yeah, Jonathan. Sim update 5 coming in 2 days. No, sorry, tomorrow. Here we go for some flaps. Hey, there we go. David, we're right to find out. There we are. Right, what have we forgotten? We'll play the safety demonstration with the Lufthansa whilst we work out a quick taxi route. So we're November 8, November 7, November, and holding point runway 18. Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, taxiing to runway 18 via November 8, November 7 and November. I'll break on. Great if we had some actual scenery for Frankfurt as well. Put the wing lights on because they look cool. And we can get...
Perfect traffic, Lufthansa 979er, vacated runway
APU off.
left, taxiing stand Alpha 20 via Mike 24, crossing 25 center, and then Lima and November 7.
Herzlich willkommen.
Bienvenidos.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 224 Heavy will be following the company 747 in front of us to runway 18.
Welcome.
Meine Damen und Herren, im Namen Ihrer heutigen Lufthansa-Crew möchten wir Sie bitten, sich mit den Sicherheitsvorkehrungen an Bord dieser Maschine vertraut zu machen.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of your Lufthansa crew on duty today, we would like to show you the safety features on board. We would appreciate your attention.
Bitte schenken Sie uns jetzt Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.
Melon.
Vielen Dank.
Well, you've realised now, and that's a good thing.
Wenn Sie etwas in die
Hopefully you enjoyed the live stream.
achten Sie darauf, dass es nicht herausfallen kann.
Yeah, the fly-by-wire has been a bit of a headache for me recently, sadly. More often than not having problems. It does put you off using it.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 124 on stand out 60, pushing back after the company 747 goes from right to left.
So remember, the big rule with the heavies, let the nose wheel go over the yellow line first. You want to make sure you're turning with the main undercarriage. The aim of the game is to keep the undercarriage on the centre line, the main wheels. Dan, I will shortly, but if I do, it enables toga, so I'm holding off for that at the moment. But the FDs will be on shortly. Oh, the Fenix A320, Dan, is going to be fantastic. Really looking forward to that. Oh, those. Brightness. Yeah, let's turn those up. Ah, lovely. That's those screens.
Zu jedem Sitz gehört eine Schwimmweste. In der First Class finden Sie Ihre Schwimmweste unter der Armlehne. In der Business Class ist sie ebenfalls unter der Armlehne verstaut. In der Economy Class befindet sich Ihre Schwimmweste unter dem Sitz. Auf Anweisung der Crew
So the VORs are on.
Befestigen Sie die Gurte vorn. Ziehen Sie dann die Gurte fest.
And we're turning right.
Unmittelbar bevor Sie das Flugzeug
Wakey,
verlassen,
wakey,
ziehen Sie
Lufthansa.
an den
Give him a little
roten
flash of
Knöpfen,
some lights.
Um die Weste aufzublasen. Falls
Peekaboo.
erforderlich, benutzen Sie die roten Mundschläuche.
Sean, hello.
Die Signallampe
Glad you're liking it.
leuchtet im Wasser auf, wenn Sie diese Lasche herausziehen.
As I was saying at the start, this is the first time in about 8 months. Very beginning of January was the last time I flew the 747 in the sim.
Mobiltelefone müssen
Rex, hi.
aufgrund gesetzlicher Bestimmungen ab dem Verlassen der Parkposition ausgeschaltet werden. Die Benutzung von Funkgeräten und ferngesteuertem Spielzeug
There's the livery for you guys if you want to see it.
Schalten Sie jetzt bitte
There's the
alle
slats out as well over the
elektronischen
extended
Geräte
front.
aus. Nehmen Sie sie erst wieder in Betrieb, wenn die Anschnallzeichen ausgeschaltet worden sind. Welche Geräte Sie dann benutzen dürfen, entnehmen Sie bitte den Informationen im Lufthansa-Magazin. Lesen Sie bitte zusätzlich die allgemeinen Hinweise auf der Sicherheitsinstruktion, die Sie im Bereich Ihres Sitzes finden. Für weitere
Jacob, hi.
Informationen steht
How you
Ihnen
doing?
ebenfalls das Lufthansa-Magazin zur Verfügung.
Yeah, who's that? It's a couple of guys behind.
Auskunft. Wir sind jetzt startbereit. Verstauen Halten Sie bitte die Tische und die Monitore sicher in der vorgesehenen
Dan, I
Halterung.
haven't heard much of Synaptic Sim's aircraft, to be fair.
Und stellen Sie Ihre Rückenlehnen senkrecht.
I know they were looking for modelers the other day, I think, weren't they?
If you stow any luggage in the overhead
What else might I need to
please
do?
ensure that it cannot fall out.
178 was
Heavier
runway
items of
heading, I
hand baggage
believe.
should be placed under the seat in front of you.
Let's do that. Bank limiters on max.
Please fasten your seatbelt and check that your belt
Callum,
is
we're on
tied.
VATSIM at the moment, so this is a bit of a test flight to see if it works, really.
Simply pull up the flap.
Melon, some of them are still they still don't work, sadly. At the top, the two centre tanks, you get the pressure light appear up here somewhere. They said a little while ago that was an Asobo issue, but I'm not sure.
This aircraft has 12 emergency exits.
God, I'm gonna have to taxi slower.
Illuminated strips on the floor of the aircraft will guide you to these exits, which are marked clearly with the word exit. These exits are equipped
Speed
with
brake arms.
evacuation slides which you can use to leave the aircraft in an
And there isn't
emergency.
much else for us to do.
In the unlikely event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you. Pull the mask down fully to start the flow of oxygen. Cover your mouth and nose with the mask and secure it by pulling the elastic strap over your head. Then help any children
Oh,
and
Dan, yeah,
fellow passengers
I don't
who
think it will be
require
coming yet.
assistance. There is a life vest at every
Holding
seat.
everybody up.
In first class, you will find your life vest under the armrest. In business class, it is
Nice to
also
have a
stored under the
747 that we can
armrest.
fly again, though, now.
In economy class, your life vest is located under the seat. If instructed to do so by the crew, pull your life vest over your head. Close the vest at the front and pull the straps.
You guys will have to let me know in the comments when we get to Palma
Only inflate
and we have a
the
look at
vest
the
just before leaving the aircraft
sneak
by pulling
preview
the red tabs.
of JustFlight's Palma de Mallorca. You'll have to let me know what you think in the
Top up the air
comments.
through the red tubes.
Paul, good question. Where do you get the
Each
livery
vest
from?
has
On
a lamp which lights up
flightsim.to,
in the water
search
when
for
you pull
Lufthansa,
up this tab.
and then you want to
This flight is
change
a
the
no
filters to
smoking
show
flight. Smoking is strictly
747-8-8,
prohibited at all times while on board this aircraft.
and then just look for
In accordance with legal requirements,
not the one by
mobile
Miggle.
phones must
You
be
want the other
switched
one
off once
that
we
you'll be able
leave
to
our
see.
parking position.
There's a comment
The
within
use of
sort of like the
transmission
review
equipment
section
and
of the livery that
control
mentions
toys
issues
is
with
forbidden
comp and norm
for the
textures.
entire time you are on board.
Frankfurt traffic ILS 25 centre, 3 miles out.
Electronic devices now.
That's good to know.
You may switch it on again only when the fasten seatbelt signs have been
Flight,
turned
yeah,
off.
Flight Radar does look quite cool, doesn't it?
For information on which electronic devices
And Corey
are
in the
allowed,
787
please
behind
check
as well.
the Lufthansa magazine. In addition, we ask that you please read the safety instructions, which you will find at your seat. For further information, please consult the Lufthansa magazine.
Ah, just in time
Your
for some
cabin
rain to come in.
attendants will also be happy to assist you. We're now ready for
Julius, yeah.
takeoff,
You know what,
so
when it
please
bugs
ensure
out,
that your table and the
I
monitor
usually just
is
stick to the
stowed
good old
and
rule of
secured
turn the
correctly.
autopilot off and fly it. If it goes really
And
wrong.
make sure that your seat back is in an upright position.
There we are, it's the LUNIK air tool with the safety demonstration. We'll have to see what other ones we've got as well after departure. Ah, you fly by your Corey. I get confused. We will use that entry to 18, which is just there. We'll join right at the threshold. Dayan. If I'm about to find out for you, Mark. For the PAs, the safety demonstration and all that sort of stuff, go to the flightsim.to again and search for the LUNIK air tool, and you'll be able to download it. It's got a passenger sim thing as well, similar to self-loading cargo. Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, lining up runway 18 via November. Strobes, and we're not going to hang around, so let's get all the lights on. Yes, look at this. Looking awesome. Now we'll get the flight directors on. San Quito, it's been alright so far, I've got to say. It's a big old heavy aeroplane though, so we've got to bear that in mind while we're taxiing it on the ground. I think that's going to be the main carriage over, so let's have a look. Yeah, it's looking okay. And I'm going to want that view. Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, departing runway 18, ANEKI 9 Lima departure. So, toga's on. Full on the auto throttle.
Lufthansa 224 behind the departing Lufthansa 747.
Right, let's go and have a look at this pre-release.
We'll be landing up and waiting for Frankfurt traffic.
Let the wheels straighten up first. Here we go. V1 at 165. Ghost, there are wipers, but it's only a bit of light rain, so we don't really need them. Winds are variable into a crosswind for this as well for departure, so it's going to be interesting. And I'm using a D-rated takeoff, but we are really heavy as well, so we'll see how this goes. I think we're going to use most of the runway. V1. Take. Little bit of bumpy with the crosswind, and we're airborne. Positive rate go up. Where we go. Get speed mode on. And what do we want? L nav. B nav. There we are. It'll sort itself out in a second, hopefully. Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, airborne passing 1,500. We're good, there we go, it's sorted itself out. User error most likely. Callum, good question. I don't think they do work. Electronic checklists and things. .220 max speed, according to the departure. ANEKI 9 Lima, which is max 220 knots. And we will continue up.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 224, runway 18 departing on the ANEKI 9 Lima departure.
35,000.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 124 lining up behind the departing Lufthansa 747 on the ANEKI 9 Lima departure.
There's ANEKI. RID coming up, which is the little VOR that we're tracking. See the direct arrow up here to RID. Beyond that, we can get rid of that. Yeah, the descent after takeoff through. My fault. Speed brakes, let's disarm those. We're on our way. Salty Simulations 747 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There we go. We've had to still keep flaps 1 up at the moment, just because our speed constraint during the climb. But we are away. Passing RID. Let's get rid of that. Nose will level off, it'll allow us to accelerate. All we've got to do now is get her to Palma and get her on the ground. Yeah, so wipers, it's the same with every aircraft in the sim at the moment. The wiper blades don't actually do anything.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 224, airborne passing 2,000.
Bust through straight through the 250 knots there. There goes the flaps. Yeah, every aircraft in the sim, the way Microsoft Flight Simulator renders the actual rain, it lands on the inside of the pane of glass, bizarrely. No idea how they did that, but that's why the wipers don't work for us, basically. Alright, you should be okay. If providing you stick to max 220 knots up to Reed, you should be okay. At Maruthi, I will find out when we get there. Not sure, to be honest with you. I think the last time I flew it, about 7 or 8 months ago, I had to sort of push the nose onto the ground. Hopefully, hopefully it changes soon. Ghost, that'd be good when if we actually get some wipers that work. If there's anything you guys want to ask about this mod while we make our way down to the Balearics, do let me know.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, jetzt haben wir unsere Reiseflughöhe erreicht. Ich hoffe, Sie genießen die Aussicht, denn heute zeigt sich Mutter Natur mal wieder von ihrer besten Seite. From the flight deck, your captain here, between a world below and some great cloud formations, we have a lovely view outside the aircraft today. Mother Nature at her best.
It's a very positive little thing from the captain. So the JustFlight Palma de Mallorca, we've got the really early access first look preview before anybody else, I believe, as well, so that's really exciting. It's about a week to 2 weeks or so away from being released. It's in final testing at the moment. There are a couple of things to bear in mind that they are fixing at the moment, like level of details and things like that, but it looks stunning. I loaded in very quickly before I started the stream today over at Palma, and what I've seen is stunning, really nice, so very exciting. Benny, yeah, I think 100 foot is probably a good idea to idle with this, just to get the speed right down, almost stalling it onto the runway, I guess. Another question. After all of that, Frankfurt Tower's just come online. It's a bit too late. That's so frustrating. METAR at LEPA, winds 070 at 14 knots, variable between 030 degrees and 120 degrees. All the nines, few clouds at 2000, 31 degrees, good grief. 1012, no sig. So, that's reminded me. Standard pressure. And we're over 10,000, so let's get these lights off. So many lights. Yeah, there's the wipers, but they don't do anything because we're going quick. What are we doing? We seem to be going very quickly. What's our VNAV speeds? Climb at 354. Oh. That seems exceptionally fast, doesn't it?
Lufthansa 224, climbing to flight level 390.
Let's see if we can change this on the fly. Because that's definitely too fast. Ooh. There we go. That'll do. Lovely. It looks like the livery is sort of plastered on the front ever so loosely, which is a bit bizarre, hence why we're getting the weird blue things appearing. But at least we've got the wing views. Ghost, wow, 200 foot is way too early to idle the throttles, I think, in any aircraft. We're allowed to climb up a little bit more. What we'll then do, before we get to cruise, I'll have to have a little look again at the, to see what the actual cruise speed is supposed to be. In case it's a bit too high again, like that climb speed is. Danny, the mod's behaving alright actually. I think, you know, most of it is my user error, my fat fingers. In the main, I think it's working quite well. I've not had to do any direct twos or anything like that though, of course. Oh, Benny, we've just been doing 354 knots in climb. I'm doing 330 knots at the moment now. Zavarius, yeah, it is, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to the PMDG 747 when that comes next year. That's going to be really exciting. Proper high fidelity 747 for the sim. But look at that. Weird little black mark there though, so bit of an issue with the texture. Ghost, welcome on board. Don't forget to smash that like button while you're here, guys. And if you're new to the channel, sat in the background, click subscribe and just come and say hello in the live chat while we're on our way. If any of you got any tips for the Salty Sim aircraft as well, do let me know. What views have we got here? Let's get the ailerons deflecting up to level off. Dan, yeah, I'm going to be doing that straight away. Ghost, welcome on board. Thanks for joining us as a bronze frequent flyer. Hit us up on Discord as well, and we'll get you added into the club lounge. That wing flex. Dickens, good afternoon. What other wing views have we got here? This one, there we go. Jay, hello, welcome. Hope you're okay, enjoying work. Very excited for the JustFlight Palma de Mallorca Scenery coming soon, but we've got that pre-released copy to look at, so hopefully when you do see it, you're going to like it. Kevin in Florida, good morning to you as well. Hope you're okay, boss. Quick check of what's going on. Got to recycle that heading. 330, bit bumpy. VNAV, let's have a little look at our cruise speeds. Mach decimal 866 on conversion. That seems very quick as well. We might have to intervene with that one. We can get rid of the VORs as well, we don't need those, and we can turn that range right up. I think everything else is looking okay for the time being. All the engines are on, so it's a good sign. Takeoff was actually quite nice as well. Probably help if I had that on. Super Carlos, hello in Mallorca. Nice. Hopefully when you see the scenery yourself, you'll be able to tell us how accurate it is. Get some more of these wing views. Palma is one of those airports that's always quite popular, isn't it, on VATSIM? Usually quite busy with aircraft flying about. It'll be quite exciting to see whether it's been done or not in a really good way. I almost got the JustSim version that they released back in, I think, December, January time. But everybody said, wait for JustFlight's Palma Scenery. It's going to be loads better. And that's what we've got today to take a look at, so really exciting for that. Murillo, wow, you saw this Lufthansa in Brazil. That's awesome. Only ever been to Rio de Janeiro myself. So because of coronavirus, Lufthansa have basically been flying this aircraft to Palma de Mallorca from, I think, 2 days ago, and they've got 5 or 6 flights scheduled with this aircraft. Alpha Yankee Tango, I think it is it? Or Yankee Tango? There we are. So this is going to be used in real life at the moment. It has been used, I think, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And there's another flight scheduled for it to be used tomorrow, I believe, in real life as well. So they've only 6 or 7 of these particular routes set for it. Seems to be having a bit of difficulty with the VNAV look. So let's have a little look, see what's going on. If in doubt, we'll go to vertical speed. We'll just bring that down. There we go. Save the aircraft the stress. If we set a vertical speed as well, that's a fixed value. So it shouldn't bob up and down as much. He says, as it bobs and down. Preston, yeah, it's the very latest development version of the Salty Simulations mod for the 747-8. It's got a working flight plan manager inside of it now. It can do automatic holds. It's got bleed air working in the engines, so you've got to turn the bleeds on. What else? Oh, and direct twos. So now on VATSIM you can get a direct to a specific aircraft, a specific waypoint on your route, and you can now do that quite happily, whereas before it would wipe the entire thing out, similar to what's happening with the A32NX at the moment. It doesn't happen to this now, so it means we can actually use it. Yeah, Ghost, they're certainly not designed to have all these shorter cycles, are they? But at least they're getting used, I suppose. The other aircraft, is it quite interesting actually, the other aircraft they've been using is a Retrojet A321 with a similar Lufthansa livery. Murillo, you can indeed put the seatbelt signs on. There we are. I'm going to put the bank angle onto auto. Oh, Preston, the 78X. Have you been using the Heavy Division mod by any chance? Hopefully you have. That is very, very good indeed. And it's actually further along as well, so it's a little bit more advanced than the Salty Sim aircraft too. There's Geneva. So NEMOS to Geneva, and then beyond there is a couple of directs. What's our ETA? 1244Z. That can't be right, because that's now. Oh, actually, it's probably an hour away, isn't it? I always forget Volanta. Probably fire that up. There's the little C chord, so we're almost at altitude for our cruise. Benny, it seems to have gone back quite a few steps, sadly, so whenever I tend to use the A32NX now, you generally have a bit of a headache whenever I'm using it. It tends to go wrong quite frequently. Direct 2s, for example, can entirely wipe out your flight plan, which is a little frustrating. What's my Volanta username? It's literally British Avgeek. What was the 865 for cruise speed? We'll do a Mach 8.4, shall we? What's Flight Rail? What's your cruise speed, by the way? If you're behind. Preston, yeah, sure. There we go. Altitude hold. So if we wanted to do a hold in this, for example, I don't know, whichever waypoint it might be, we can literally click hold at, for example, Geneva. We can add it into the bottom there, and then we can configure the hold as per the charts, which is quite cool. Very useful actually when we're on VATSIM as well. ACARS index in flight. POSREP. Not sure what these are going to be doing. Let's request altitude. Yeah, no idea if that actually works. And we can quite happily... Oops, it's not going to let us delete those now, is it? There we go, delete. All the little nuances between the different aircraft. Always hard to keep track of. Yeah, Kevin, it does seem that, which is always good. I think the only reason why they've actually had a bit of a kick up the bum, if you like, is because Phoenix has appeared with all this sort of stuff, and Heavy Division have got a flight plan manager working really nicely alongside a really good VNAV, automatic holds and all that sort of stuff. And that's been around for a lot, nowhere near as long, much of a shorter time. About 2 or 3 months I think Heavy Division's really properly been about. So I think there is finally now a push to get it done, but I've been asking internally within Fly-by-Wire as a member of their development team for that to be focused on for quite a while. But it's there's no priorities for anything. So the way it works is they'll have, for example, 100 contributors, 100 programmers working on the systems of the Fly-by-Wire aircraft, but they can work on whatever they like. So they might intentionally not want to do the flight plan manager. They might want to do, for example, the animation of the no smoking sign. Alexander, not sure. Yeah, Kevin, it should have been a priority from the very early days, sort of back in November, December time, really. Especially when that hard fork took place. That should have been most 100% a sort of a moment in time where they then split across and got a flight plan manager sorted out. They've had the code for ages with working title. The Heavy Division aircraft is probably the most advanced out of everything that we've got at the moment. Mike, you should check your fuel management if you can in the sim. You're drawing only from out of tanks and will run out of fuel if not addressed. I mean, they're on. Yeah, Kira, you've got to add an hour or so because it's 2 hours ahead in Palma. I think it's about an hour away. Now, how can we fix the fuel issue? That's one thing I'm not sure about with this. I've got them on. Oh, you know what? It's because it says override. So I had it in my head that actually... I had that in my head that for some reason that's for overrides only. We've got crossfeed going on anyway, so that's all good. Bank limiter is something that they haven't worked on properly by the looks of it. Ninjo, hello, welcome. Cheers guys, I'm glad that we've got some actual people that can fly the 747 on today on today's stream. Let's turn that up to something more reasonable, like 10 degrees. It's going well so far though. Now when main tanks 1 and 2 turn off, or go empty I should say, will it automatically transfer out to engines 1 and 4? That's a question that I'm interested to know. Crossfeed's on, I think. So I would assume the answer is yes. Looking at the diagrams of fuel flow and things. No, Alexander, they've been turned on now. I had them off. Quick check of V-pilot. Got no radar or anything on at the moment, which is all good. Here we go. New boy, yeah, if you've got the 747-8 in the sim, which I think you do with basic MSFS, then you're going to be absolutely fine. All you need to do is download the Salty mod. If you bear with me, what I'll do for you guys in the live chat, I'm going to get the link to the latest Salty dev branch, and all you've got to do is click this link that I'm going to put in the live chat for you guys, the latest development build. Extract the folder when it downloads, and the folder will be called Salty-747. Just click and drag that into your community folder. Right, awesome. As long as they will automatically cross-feed from main 2 and 3. Your 787 wants to cruise at 310 in the FMC. What's the best speed for flight 350? Mach decimal 8.5 roughly, I think, isn't it? 8.3 to 8.5 for the 787, I believe. What else can it do? Progress page. So we want to look at maybe our progress to Geneva. We can just hit there. Or Benot Nemos. They're our next 2 waypoints. Look, with the ETAs. Good for knowing this for Oceanic. And then the actual final ETA at LEPA, Palma de Mallorca, 14:02Z. So just over an hour away from that. And it's telling us roughly how much fuel we're expected to have left by the time we arrive. Plus enough for diversion. Mach 9.4. Good grief, yeah, that is quick. Mach 8.7 I think is the max for a Dreamliner in real life. Certainly for commercial use, Mach 8.5 is the max, I think. So with the METAR 060 at 17. Oh, Benny, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll be able to boost performance by at least 10-15 frames more. Michael, well, I have no idea about the Captain Sim 777 because it's incredibly awful. So I, along with quite a lot of other streamers, intentionally avoid it because it is atrocious. ILS 06 for us. So we're going to come in across the island, over Cap de Pera, down to the Mallorca VOR, out over the water and then back over again. Jonathan, nice. New boy, I haven't, no. Ghost, no worries. Be sure to check out the new JustFlight pre-release sneak preview that we've got later on as well, so catch up on the live stream after work. Thanks for becoming a bronze frequent flyer as well, Ghost. Hopefully catch you tomorrow for the giveaway. So while you guys are going to be installing potentially the new update, we're going to be streaming again the same time, 1300 UK time, 1200 Zulu. And we're going to be giving away a copy of the new Mykonos airport by 29 Palms, which is also the owner of Contrail. Doctor, yeah, we're using it today on VATSIM. It's working really nicely. Everything that's gone wrong so far has been pilot error. So really very, very nice. Some great work by Salty Simulations. Let's have a little look at Navigraph, shall we, while we make our way over. And of course, we can have a little look at it from the outside, why not? So, that's what we're going to be expecting, but we are flying in on one of these arrivals, LUNIK. But I don't think LUNIK has a arrival procedure. So, we go out. We can scroll down with Navigraph all the way down to here. We can find LUNIK. There we go. And we can quite literally go approaches. ILS 6 left. Actually, we might want 6 right. RNAV. 2 4s. ILS 6 left it is. Then we can do finals. We want to come in via CDP, so we can add that to the route like so. And then we can go arrivals. Have a little look at this. LUNIK to Juliet. So, we've just got to find it. LUNIK to Juliet, there we go. So from LUNIK, at or above 10,000, we're looking at continuous descent arrivals for runways 06 left and right. Down to Cap de Pera, 112.9. Then we've got 57.5 track miles to the threshold for 6 left and right. Heading out 243 degrees down to Nakup, and then Mallorca VOR, MJV. Before lining up for the ILS runway 06 left, like so. We'll take the outer line because we're a Category D aircraft, so we're going to be a lot slower, a lot faster rather than some of the smaller aircraft. So the wider turn allows us to carry some speed. Temp, what's that for? Temporary procedure, refer also to latest NOTAMs. Interesting. And you can see we've got a couple of holds. So we've got holds at Cap de Pera, initial approach fix, and Mallorca as well for the initial approach fix. So if it's really busy, we might have to enter the holds there and do a digital hold. And we've got some rather complicated missed approach procedures here. What do we got here? So from 9 miles, final approach from 1,900 foot, then intercepting the glide slope at 5 miles, 1,700 foot. 06 left ILS flight RA, unless you want to do the VOR approach. IDO, for no reason when I turned on the APU the system's just shut down. I think what you want to make sure you've done here is make sure that you've got your gens on, so these have got to be on. For your APU you've got to make sure APU Gen 1 and 2 are on as well. Standby power and auto, and then over here to start the engines and things you want APU bleed on, and then of course you bleed engines 1 to 4 as well. I could probably turn that off, but I don't know enough about the 747 to know if I should do that. Good grief, we're going to be blasting over. Okay, we've got a fair way to go. 320 miles to go until LUNIK. So, if you guys want a demonstration on how to fly holds, check out the video that I released last week or the week before with the latest Salty Simulation mod. And what it will do is I pretty much show you using the holds at Honolulu and Bovingdon into Heathrow, how to use the holds nicely, how to edit them, how to tweak them, things like that. So for your VATSIM use, you can use it quite confidently, and it works very well. Have Salty worked on the flight handling yet? If not, do they plan to improve the flight dynamics? I think I saw on their Discord today they've got somebody working on the flight dynamics and the way it handles on the ground. ILS 6 left. Probably a bit premature putting this in. I'll do it when we get a bit closer, but effectively I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to select the relevant arrival here. And don't forget as well, we go to the index on approach, we want to pop in some bits there as well, some data. I will probably do a flap 25 landing at 177 knots. It's very quick. But with the Dreamliner it seems to be that if you do a flaps 25 landing, it reduces the float on the runway, so I'm hoping that might help us a little bit. Because Salty Simulations haven't actually done anything to the actual flight handling, so that is all still default. Good to see it's not quite intercepting the lines properly, but again I think that's default stuff. And I've restricted it to a 10-degree bank angle max. There's the contrails. If you guys want to see a demonstration on how to fly the hold, let me know and I'll put a description in the video. Oh, look at that. Is that flight RA above? It must be. Let's see here. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be overtaken? Dr. Magic. Bear with me then, I'll just get that link for you. It's another video, but I'll show you exactly how to do direct twos and holds. Oh, Flight, yeah. I was wondering who that was actually. Oh, it's Benny. God, my aircraft's having an absolute mare. Let's turn it up to 15 degrees so it can actually keep the flight track. Otherwise we're going to be weaving around. Let's see if we can zoom in on Benny. There he is. That makes him look very close. Makes the textures look a bit blur as well. Oh, the pilot's looking out at us. Chase cam. Awesome. Can't believe we had Frankfurt Tower come online just after we departed. Always the way. We are almost halfway. Who else have we got? What if we've got any other aircraft flying towards Palma? We've got Chanix 29 Papa. He's a bit far away. And we've got Whaling, I think, or something like that, flying in as well, but miles away for us. Who else might we have? Ryanair from Tenerife. He's too close. What's the ground speed? $454. Yeah, I love how the overlay doesn't always work properly. You know what I can do? I can start it again. Let's give it a bit of a kick. What are we doing? EDDF to LEPA. DLH 21 Papa. There we go. And the ground speed's working as well. Happy days. Seems to be working a bit more now. Elliot, we are on the VATSIM network. Flight plan sync. Yeah, I think ultimately the way the sim works, once you get aircraft that are supposed to be a bit more high fidelity, similar to like the Aerosoft CRJ for example, perhaps the upcoming Quality Wing 787 as well, Fenix A320, none of those will allow us to use the world map to do the flight plan sync thing. Yeah, at the end of the day, what they want us to do is use the aircraft as it's intended in the real world, so put everything into the flight computer here. Pool high, VATSPI says 455. That's pretty accurate. What's your ground speed, Benny? I imagine you're going a bit quicker. Which is fine, if you want to overtake you can blast ahead. There he is. Shame we're not doing a slight offset. when we get to Palma, we'll have a real good look around the scenery as well. How are we doing for fuel? 2.2. That's pretty good. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's using anymore. There we go, it's using mains tanks 2 and 3. Happy days. Benny, no problem at all. Mine's at 4 degrees to be fair. Kira, yeah, so have a look at the live chat and the Nightbot should react to my specs command and you should see exactly what I've got. Yeah, Hendrik, that is the only problem, the in-game ATC, I suppose. So there is that, which would be a bit problematic. But I think a lot of these developers just assume that we'd use either IVAO or VATSIM. There you go, in the live chat, Kira. My full system spec. He's going 512 knots. Wow. We'll see you punch above shortly then. We'll see him blast over soon. Swamp flies, yes. I saw that actually when I was streaming. I was going somewhere entirely different though. Here he is, Benny's working the overtake. It's like a tri-star with those contrails. Basil baby, can you do a 360 outside view? Yeah, sure. By the time I've done this, I think Benny will have zoomed past. Let's get the tail in there, straight on. Good old Yankee Tango. They're actually using this in real life as well at the moment. There we are. Now, where's Benny? Benny's gonna get you. There we go. He's actually overtaken already. Oh, he has. Good grief. So, with that in mind, let's spot him from the cockpit. Should be punching out any second. Where is he? He's right in that blind spot. There he is. On the overtake. Mike, well, I think so. It's ever since the contrail update came in, actually, it seems to have suddenly started working really nicely. There's Benny. We'll see him blast ahead in a second as well from the actual captain's seat window view. Oh, very majestic, Basil, yes. Flyroll, what's your ground speed We've got a 46 knot headwind actually. Good grief. Got to change that slightly. There he is. Oh yeah, don't think I'll be able to go that fast. Get us a couple of screen grabs. Benny, I'll see you in Palma. Yeah, you will, won't you? You're going to get there a lot quicker than myself. Alps down below, I think. Lucas, hello. 493, good grief. Look how like nose high we are. I know they should usually be about 2 to 3 degrees nose up, but we're at about 4 degrees. Contrails make all the difference, don't they? Mike, what aircraft are they in particular that you're looking for? Because it depends. They've got to actually have the contrails enabled. So the A32NX should work fine. The 747 and the 787 should work okay as well. As does the CRJ, the Aerosoft CRJ, I think, from memory. And he's going Mach decimal 86. Wowzers. Don't think the TCAS works on this though. Unless I'm missing. I've got the transponder on. Perhaps TCAS doesn't work in this. Basil, the fuel jettison I think does work with the Heavy Division 787. I'm not sure if it does with this. Yeah, the CG is a little bit forwards. I mean, they lift, and that's pushable, so I assume that might be... They rotate, so it looks like jettison is a feature. Ah, no TCAS in this. That's a shame. It's in the 787. Oh yeah, good spot. Doesn't do anything though, sadly. Ninja, awesome. Is that the jettison feature that you're referring to there, or is that the traffic feature? What we can do, as we're buzzing along, jettison works in salty, there we go, awesome. So we can jettison some fuel. We want Cap de Pera, Navrad, we'll do 1129. (1133), and then prior to intercepting the ILS, once we pass 1129, which is CDP. Actually, we can't replace CDP. Once we get towards Mallorca VOR 1133, we're going to have to then change to Son San Juan 1171. Any NDBs? No, not for this approach that we're doing. Both. Oh, fabulous. I assume it's I mean, it's probably because he was quite a few thousand feet above, but I've got the transponder on. Although that's stuck on below, so perhaps that's why he's above us. I've got TARA on, and then I've got traffic, which I've just pressed thanks to somebody else. Matthew, hello. You started your CRJ stint yet? What have we got? Dotig, Girol, Tupox, MTG coming up. Let's reset to that. There's our centre of gravity, right up towards the forward limit. Swamp, hello. Hopefully next year. I assume in real life. It'll be very exciting, won't it? I've got a feeling the holiday that I've got booked might be cancelled, which will be a bit of a shame. There's the coast. So Marseille just down here somewhere, Nice over that way somewhere, and Palma directly ahead over the Med. We are blasting along. Old Torska's asking, does the Salty 748 have autoland? It doesn't, sadly, no. But over time, hopefully, it will be done. Chris, yo, hopefully, I hope you're having a good weekend. In fact, we're Monday now, aren't we? Not too long now, and we're going to be checking out the brand new pre-release version. So this is before anyone else has seen it. Palma Mallorca Airport by JustFlight. So that's coming very soon. It's in final testing at the moment. Benny's blasted on ahead. I have to drop this up to 8.5. Holding on fuel 22.11.9, so the main 2 and 3 tanks are coming down, which is good. Sangrita, the Direct 2 does work. I tested it a little while ago. Check the live chat, there's a link, and in that video I'll show you how to do Direct 2s and how to fly a hold. And in essence, all you've got to do is click legs. If I wanted to go direct to DivCo, for example, I would click DivCo, and then, so that second left button there, that would be selected, and I'd then put it into the very top left button there, and it'd override MTG, direct to DivCo, and I'd hit exec, and it would go quite happily. As with every flight you do, you want to go through here and make sure you haven't got any issues like discontinuities and things like that. Wind 050 at 17 knots in Palma. Oh, that's a bit brisk. Close enough. So ILS 06. And then we wanted the LUNIK. To Juliet, I think it is. Looney to Juliet. There we go. Inbound via. We don't want ADX. ADX is to the north of the island. We want via CDP. So click it, just let it think, let it do its thing. There we go. Then we execute. And then we can check the legs. Pivot Marrow, that's all still fine. There's our discontinuity. So as I was saying a minute ago, we've got to make sure we are checking those. We need to delete that, like so. LUNIK direct to CDP, then to NACOP, then Mallorca, which is MJV. And this is where we're going to need plan mode, I think. So how do I use plan mode? Ooh, that's close. X. Plan. Now why is that not working? We don't want to go to CDP twice. But we've got 41 CDP. We want to keep that in. So I've got a feeling. There's that range knob. Ugh. Get that across out of the way. I've got a feeling. Push step. Ah, cheers guys. Legends. All these little nuances, like I was saying earlier, does make it a bit frustrating, a bit confusing to use, doesn't it? Right, so MJV, CDP. Divco, VATIR. Oh, legends. Cheers for this, guys. MTG. Well, we've got Marot, VERSO, LUNIK, CDP, NACOB, MJV, and then back to CDP. So yeah, there we go. I did think that was looking a bit incorrect, so we can delete that. Oh, previous page. That's the one we want to get rid of. Execute. LUNIK, CDP, NACOB, MJV, CDP 41. 43 for the turn, which is the base leg. And then we've got final approach. And then the missed approach as well with the side step. Followed by vectors at the end. And we can get rid of that discontinuity at the end as well. Oh, it's not going to allow us. But it was hold at CDP, wasn't it? So maybe we can pop this in. Let's not complicate it. I'll break it otherwise. Anyway, map. How are we doing? We should be over the water. There we are. We are. Lovely. Marseille down below. Down there, actually. Now all we've got to do is get her down. So 35,000 feet, we want to be at or above 10,000 by looping, and we're going to do we'll go for 80 miles. Top of descent for that. Shivam, have I tried it with the Captain Scum 777? I have not. I will never use that add-on. What I'm waiting for is the PMDG 777. That'll be high quality and certainly worth more than £0. There's quite a lot of streamers are fiercely against Captain Sim for what they've done. The 777s are a bit of a scum, sort of scammy sort of thing, really. What have we got on the other side? That one. There we go. Yeah, Ninjo is saying you need the dev version Sankrita. I put the link in the live chat a short while ago, but if I'll put it again in the live chat, hopefully you're still watching. All you've got to do, if you're at your PC, click that link and it will go to a direct download, extract that version, delete the one that you've got at the moment, extract the new folder, and it will say salty-b747 I think. All you need to do then is just click and drag that across. Diego, hello. No, it's the Phoenix A320 is going to be quite a way away, I think. A couple of months at the very least. Some really good positive news, videos and highlights and things coming from the team. I really recommend watching their own website, actually, more so than anything else. So you can go onto the Phoenix Sim website and you'll be able to get all of the very latest information direct from the developer. So better than watching it anywhere else, which is the reason why I don't bother with any of the videos for the Phoenix Sim aircraft just yet. But when it comes, I'll be bringing you guys content with that as well. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll be considered as part of their beta testers. Matthew, exactly. But sadly, Captain Scum know that people are going to pay. There are users within Microsoft Flight Simulator that don't necessarily care as much about high fidelity, so they'll throw money, £20–30 at an aircraft which doesn't even have sounds, just because it's a 777, and that's I think what they're preying on, which is not good. Danang in Indonesia, welcome. Hope you're okay. Good evening to you. Diego, yeah, it's really one to watch, isn't it? It's very exciting. The Phoenix A320 is going to be stunning, I think. Especially because they've got real pilots like Katie Pilot that are actually testing it. That makes all the difference. Yeah, if she says it's good, then it must be pretty good. She flies them for a living after all. It's still in early alpha, so there is a lot to do. But the detail involved so far is mind-blowing. I'm sure you'll all agree. Oh, new boy, yes. Phoenix Sim is going to blow everything out of the water, I think. It's going to be an immediate must-buy for me on day one, I think. Sasha, hello. Hope you're okay. Chris, yeah, you know what? I really wish we had a 757-200 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That'd be great. I'd love buzzing around Europe in that. Get some old school Britannia Airways livery, maybe a Thompson livery, First Choice Airways and things. That'd be quite cool. Great aircraft. Hendrik, that's a fantastic question. When do you think the Aerosoft A330 will come out? Ooh. A very long time away, I think. Probably either the end of the year into the middle of next year, I think, as a bit of a complete guess. I wouldn't like to be particularly accurate in any way. I really don't know. They're of course waiting for Sim Update 5 coming tomorrow, which is going to be a huge update for performance for us. Hopefully we can ramp everything up to Ultra. And they're then going to be releasing the CRJ 900 and 1000 expansion pack, which is going to be quite fun. Been waiting for that for quite a while, actually. Very exciting. There we go. Tomorrow, this exact aircraft is going to be operating the route in real life that we're doing today. They operated it again, where is it? 2 days ago, I believe it was. It operated it in real life too. You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you, if you got to the airport to fly to Palma and you had this as your ride across Europe. Very excited. Oops, there we go. 2 on 1. So we're coming in quite fast. Minimums, category D aircraft, 285. So I'm going to do that now, which is this one. We want it on Barrow, 285. The closest is 290, so we round up, so we'll do 290. And RVR for 600 meters, so pretty good. Gosh, I don't foresee any problems other than user error, really. Missed approach, climb direct to the JOA VOR, turn left at max 185 knots, and follow radial of 026 JOA to 7.5 DME JOA. Turn right max 210 degrees to intercept and follow the radial of 268 degrees inbound Cap de Pera VOR. Maintain maximum 2,000 feet until 20 DME CDP. Then continue climb to 3,000 and wait for ATC instructions. Wowzers. How far have we got? LUNIK. There's VERSO. Does 32 gigabytes of RAM make a big difference compared to 16 gig? Massive, yes. The sim can be quite RAM heavy at times, from what I've been told by people that know a lot more than me about it. So 32 gigabytes can be the difference between a crashed desktop or not. Microsoft Flight Simulator for me is usually quite stable. Flight radar, you're about 10 miles behind. I'm doing 452 ground speed with a 50 knot headwind and Mach decimal 85, just for reference. From Pivus, I think, is roughly where we're going to start our descent, which is roughly matching where they start it in real life as well. $80 miles, top of descent. We want to be at or above LUPIK. Is it LUPIK? I'm certain I'm getting all these wrong. LUNIK. At or above 10,000 by LUNIK. We got LEPA Tower, 1183, and we got ATIS. Palma de Mallorca ATIS Information Delta, 1300. Expect ILS approach and arrival, runway 06 left and departure 06 right. Transition level of 75. Wind 050 degrees at 17 knots and visibility more than 10 kilometers. Few clouds at 2,000 feet. Temperature 29 degrees Celsius. Dew point 19 degrees Celsius and a QNH of 1012. And that was Palma Mallorca Information Delta. I wonder if it's audible, 11925. Let's find out. Swamp flies. I think you should be okay when you've got the update coming tomorrow. Philip, hello. Flying behind, miles behind, trying to catch up a little. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Good grief, yeah, you're still over. You're just passing Geneva. You're about 30 minutes behind, I think. Doesn't sound like that's working. 1183. So that's in the standby frequency, ready to go. Lucas, the latest dev version for the Salty Sim mod is quite nice. It's nice to be able to finally fly it. Shivan, I'm not sure when the update's going to come tomorrow. Usually it comes around the middle of sort of the afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock UK time. But prior to that, we're going to be doing a giveaway live on the channel. We're going to be giving away the latest 29 Palms Mykonos for Microsoft Flight Simulator to one subscriber. So you guys don't want to miss that, of course. Free to enter. All you've got to do is be subscribed and answer a question correctly. Lucas, was that weather radar? No, no, it was my dog barking in the background, I think. Airbus gamers, where can you get the dev version? Are you on your computer? If so, check the live chat and click the link that I'm just about to put in there for you, and then you'll download the latest Salty Simulations development branch, and it's got all the flight plan stuff, the holds, and all that working quite nicely inside of it. $150 knot tailwind, good grief, that's good. I'd imagine you're riding the barber pole as well. There's LUNIK in 80. $12,000 will do, I think. We'll do vertical speed mode. There we go. We'll let that banana settle. Airbus gamers, no problem at all, enjoy it. On your right wing you can see loads of spiral tall clouds. Yeah, I mean that's a massive storm front there. There's a load of cumulonimbus clouds coming across towards us. There's our 4 contrails. In fact, there, just there, I don't know if you can see it, there's FlightRA. So, I reckon I can zoom in on him. Where's my contrails? Can't quite see him. He's pretty much there though. I'm just seeing him come into view slightly. Now we're finally into descent. We've got the very latest JustFlight Palma de Mallorca to enjoy as well, don't forget. And this is before anyone else has seen it. So really excited. All of you guys are going to see it before everybody else. And this is a pre-release. It's not 100% finished, but this is a pre-released first look sneak preview of the new JustFlight Palma de Mallorca Airport, coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sky edits very soon, actually. I'm hoping what I'm looking to do over the next few weeks is actually do one using the new Pyreek Devco's Edinburgh scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Bread exclusive indeed. I think we can look at approach data now because we're going to start to get busy. So init ref approach, and I said before I was going to do flaps 25 arrival. 3,330 meter runway, good. I might need it all. And then we're inbound LUNIK. Kai, no problem at all. Make sure you check out the new JustFlight stuff at the end. We're obviously going to have a good look around that when we get there. So check it out. Will VNAV cut vertical speed mode? Yes, it does. It'll drop down to 290 knots, I think. We'll make our way in. I think perhaps actually if we do this view, we might see a little bit more. And then we've got descent and after landing announcements as well with Lufthansa, thanks to the Luke Air tool. So very soon we'll put the seatbelt sign on. Benny, you want to be on finals, sort of establishing at 1,900 but stepping down to 1,700, I think, according to the charts. Flight radar, I've slowed down to 290 knots now, just for information. Well, what was that? Descending 4,000 by CBD via PDC. That's always a worry. That means we've got someone else coming in. We've got Chanex. There's 3 or 4 aircraft all flying in actually, all at roughly the same time. Gonna be interesting, but I don't know if they're on VATSIM. I think they are on VATSIM. They've got a couple of aircraft over here somewhere. Palma traffic, Lufthansa. 2-1 Papa Heavy, Boeing 747-8 inbound LUNIK, descending through flight level 250, expecting LUNIK 2 Juliet for ILS 06 left, via CDP. Sky Edits, you've just left Washington on the network, speedbird 292, awesome. Gil, yeah, thanks, I'm looking out for them. They're going to be over here somewhere. I'm a lot quicker than them, so I'm hoping it'll be fine.
Traffic Lufthansa 124 defending through flight level 239, Boeing 787-10 Heavy for the LUNIK. 2 Juliet arrival, ILS 6 left.
Melanord, no, I've got multiplayer and AI switched off, but on Valanta, some of them are actually display aircraft on there as well that aren't on VATSIM, so it can be a little confusing at times. I don't use Valanta often enough, to be fair. So, Chris, hello, welcome, and Vignesh, hello, I'm very well, thanks. Hope you're okay as well. Got to remember, we are going to be landing flaps 25, so not that final stage. We're going to ignore that.
Lufthansa 224 descending to altitude 4,000 for CDP.
Right. Ding ding. Descent.
Meine Damen und Herren, für die Landung stellen Sie bitte Ihre Sitze senkrecht und klappen Sie die Tische wieder zurück. In First und Business Class vergessen Sie nicht, die Monitore und die Fußstütze wieder zu verstauen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, for landing, please put the backrest of your seat in an upright position and fold up your tables. In First and Business Class, please do not forget to store away your monitors and your footrest. Thank you.
So CDP down to 3,000 by MJV. And then what have we got? Down to 1,900 by 9 DME. Before we get much closer, I need to check nav, radnav, ILS 110.9 PLM, 06 left, that's in, that's good. 1129 for Captapera. That's there anyway. We'll pop that on. I'm actually going to change this one to... in fact, we've got Mallorca 113.3 in as well, that's good. .65 DME to CDP. Might be slightly ahead of us. Very true, there is a bit of a delay, isn't there? I see an A330 and there's an A319. I think we're going to be right on for evens, I think. So, out the window somewhere there's an A330. We can't quite see them yet, but they're on a converging path. Let's bring that range in. Wait, the question is, who gets to LUNIK first? Yeah, Volaterre, that's just rendered in as well, so he's, let's see, .aircraft. Janex is 37 miles on the right, closing. What's his altitude? 21,000 feet. So we're above, and ground speed 376. So he's going quicker though. So he's slightly above, slightly quicker, and on the right we're looking. Who knows? I think we're pretty good to get the right of way, he says. It's information echo at the moment. QNH 1013 now, which is standard pressure anyway. Ah, you know what they've done? They've actually cut LUNIK. They're not going to LUNIK. Got 3 aircraft. No, 2 aircraft coming in behind. Ryanair 272 Quebec as well is the opposite side of the island. Banraj, hello. No problems yet. Ryanair 272 is the other side of the island, flying in. By ADX, similar distance, worryingly. Mallorca traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, passing LUNIK, inbound CDP. We'll report next to CDP, descending to 3,000. Shivam, of course, everybody's welcome to fly along, as providing you can fly the aircraft that you're going to use for the stream, and you're confident with VATSIM. Everyone's welcome to join in.
Traffic, Lufthansa 124, passing LUNIK at flight level 125, descending to 3,000 after.
Aviation Simulation, good afternoon. Hopefully you're looking forward to this arrival into the JustFlight Palma. I think we're ahead, but if not, I mean that, yeah, we've put up our position. So we're keeping our position reports updated. They've not even given their... Where is it? Let's have a little scroll through here. So they've not done a single position report on Unicom, so I'm not bothered about them if they're not doing it properly. That makes sense. $245. I mean, they can't just cut us up when we're doing it, announcing positions and things. There's flight radar. I've slowed right down, by the way. You are looking at a tad close. Lou, yes, tomorrow, Sim Update 5 for Microsoft Flight Simulator's dropping, and it's going to be a big one. Ah, so they're changing to ADX. I look ahead actually, but Flight Radar, you look like you might be nestling in number 3 behind them both actually. Aviation, yeah, it can do direct 2s and automated holds too, which is really cool. What I might do actually, I might prime a hold at MJV just in case. We want to go inbound 261 with a left turn. Oops, 261 with a left turn. That looks about right. And we want to reduce that a bit, so leg time to 1 minute. There we go. So we've put that hold in just in case. Although XX now stuck. So now we're lit up. Tonight at midnight maybe. Perhaps tomorrow. Do 800 foot per minute. That should have us descending nicely. Might stop descent at go 6,000. Good grief. What are you doing down there? Who knows where they are?
Palma traffic with standard 224, turning right to downwind on runway 06 left, heading to Mike, Juliet and Victor.
Get the first stage of flaps out. Still looking out. There's the other aircraft over here somewhere. Can't see them. Flight radars at 5,000 now. So it's a continuous descent approach, so what they want you to do is just keep going all the way down, nice and smooth. There's Mallorca coming up. I'm really looking forward to this pre-release build. Showing you guys that. Standard. I want to come out of that now. We want to be in 1013. What have we got here for range? Whoa, wind just shot round. Flight right, all you've got to do to cancel the hold is go into legs, where it says hold at MJV, literally just delete it. As long as you do it before it doesn't trigger it, then you're fine. Let's do a bit of admin, we'll do auto brake 2. The flight model hasn't been improved yet. don't forget to give us a little like while you're here, folks. You can see the hold that we've got programmed at MJV should we have to do that. So that's ready to go. And I've got to remember, you've got to turn auto throttle off on this. There's flight RA. Absolutely no idea where the other aeroplanes are. David, nice one, thank you. Oh yeah, they've vectored off. Ah, man. They're trying to cut in front, aren't they? If only they were using Unicom like they should. They said they would go to CDP as well, so they've done. Gorkem, is the direct working properly? It is, yeah, it's working quite nicely, I've got to say. I haven't had to use it today, but whenever I have used it, it's been absolutely fine, and it does it quite nicely. I'm going to enter the hold at MJV, but actually, let's see. VATIR 2830 from Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy. Flight RA, we might as well just start slowing down a bit more, I think. Quick little text chat on there for him. So I'm potentially in conflict with VATIR 2830. Here we go though. On our way into Palma.
Palma traffic with standard 224 after Mike Juliet Victor will descend to altitude 1,900 for the approach for runway 26.
Got terrain map on. Mallorca traffic, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, passing Charlie Delta Papa, inbound Mallorca VOR. Downwind, runway 06 ILS.
Pilots be aware on the approach at altitude 3,500, there's moderate traffic.
16 hours, what, 16 hours 14.
Lufthansa 124 also passing Charlie Delta Papa, also bound for Mallorca VOR.
Brilliant. I think he's done us there. Gorkem, I'm not sure actually. It's this Captain Sim one is pretty rubbish. Hayden, hello. Check the live chat. I'll put the link to the very latest dev branch for you in there. So Mallorca coming up. We're going to have to slow down to flaps 5. We're going to do 210 knots. And actually, he's done us a favour there. It looks like we're going to be just behind him. We're category D though, so we're coming in faster, a lot faster than him. Flight RA, I'm not going to hold no. So, delete, hold at MJV, execute. And now, that hold I put in, I've just removed it. Easy. Great aircraft. There we go. First time into Palma for a very long time actually on the channel, and we've got some stunning JustFlight pre-release scenery as well to check out. So hopefully you guys are all looking forward to that. Let's quickly switch around, got to get some screenshots. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of the stuff, all of the above. Great scenery. Shame we can't. Shame we can't enjoy it too much because we are concentrating on flying the aeroplane. Flight right, yeah. If you slow to 190, let me know because that'd be great. Because I'm trying to slow down really for the other aircraft and give them space. They are nicely ahead. Might be in conflict with Benny though, Lufthansa 224, because you look like to be matching that Volatea. So if I were you, I'd tune across. Let's have a quick change to 1183. Just have a listen to Tower very briefly. Ashley in Australia, hello to you. Hope you're okay. The airport. Can't quite see it, but it's through there somewhere. There it is, roughly. Right, there we go. Neville, my camera is set to just my num keypad, basically. Approach is online. 1194.
Lufthansa 224, Palma Control, buenas, radar contact. Additional maintain 2,500 feet and fly heading 270.
Additional maintain altitude 2,500 feet and fly heading 270. Lufthansa 224.
Palma approach, good afternoon, Volatea 2830.
Oh, now he turns at Volatea. Naughty. At least announce your position on VATSIM, guys, on Unicom.
Volatea 2830. Volatea 2830.
Flaps 10.
Copy.
Mallorca approach. Good afternoon, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, Boeing 747-8 inbound. MJV, information echo on board.
Lufthansa 21 Papa Palma Control, buenas, recycle squawk 6217.
Squawk 6217 for Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy.
Volatea 2830, squawk 6218.
Three more. What have we got here? One, two, two more stages of flaps left.
Squawk 6218.
That terrain there in the way. There's the airport, look. Here we go, the very first look for you guys and me for JustFlight's new upcoming Palma Mallorca. Actually, we're on VATSIM, and Joshua, yeah, this is the Salty Sim latest dev branch. What may I have missed? Lights are all on.
Lufthansa 224, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, Lufthansa 224.
Lufthansa 21 Papa, radar contact, maintain 3,000 feet inbound Mike Juliet Victor.
Maintain 3,000 inbound Mike Juliet Victor, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy. Actually, VATSIM's a lot more accurate. 118.3 is ready for tower.
Lufthansa 124, Palma Control, buenas, recycle squawk 6221.
Squawk 6.
Auto brakes armed.
And Volatea 2830, confirm your squawking Charlie.
Here we go.
Charlie, Volatea 2830, and request descent for the runway 06. Yeah, Volatea 2830, descend altitude 2000 feet, clear for ILS 06 left.
Sunset doesn't take care at approximately 06 left, will be at 320. Yeah, Lufthansa 22 Papa due to traffic, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270, Lufthansa 224.
Not far off VREF, I can't
Yeah, sorry about that, but the traffic
much
was
slower.
on Charlie, so
So I might have to do flaps 20 now just to get the nose down a bit.
Ambulatia 2830, verify squawk mode.
Here we go. I feel busy because I don't know how to use this aeroplane that well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it though, and looking forward to this first look before anybody else is down there waiting for us. Actually, yeah, I mean, VATSIM's quite easy, providing you know how to fly the actual aircraft. All you've got to then learn is actually radio telephony and doing what they ask. That's all.
Lufthansa 224, continue left heading 090.
It's you left heading 090, Lufthansa 224.
The ILS has picked up.
Lufthansa 21 Papa heading 250.
Heading 250 for Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy.
Lufthansa 124, squawk 6221.
Squawk 6221, it should have been set, but I'll set it again.
James, you did indeed. We're on vectors now.
Contact tower 11830. Tower 11830, bye-bye, Volodea 280.
It's great, Palma's nice and busy. Ah, is that David? Yes, a lot busier than the Airbus.
Approach Osprey 490. I'm at flight level 140.
They're all on. There is nothing else for us to do but land.
Going into a hold for altitude. 490 Palma control.
Oh, there it is.
Hello, squawk
Sneak preview.
6276.
Well, that's bumpy. There it is, guys.
Lufthansa 124 Palma.
Lufthansa 124, the squawk should have been set.
I need you to squawk on 6221.
Lufthansa 124, I set the squawk to 6221.
And verify it's on Charlie mode. Lufthansa 224, left heading 020, clear for ILS runway 06 left.
Left hand 020, clear.
Tell it's gone quiet because I'm concentrating rather intently.
Now Lufthansa 124 now, radar contact, 3000 feet. Maintain 3000 feet and fly heading 240.
Heading 240, maintain 3000, glad it worked.
Has he sent flight radar off that way? He has, hasn't he? Or Benny, actually.
Bravo Victor X-ray 490, radar contact. You may turn right heading 260, descend altitude 6000
So
feet.
JustSim released Palma de Mallorca Scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator back in January or February time. Well received. Dave, for example, you purchased it a little while ago. You said in the chat a second ago. Look, there he is.
Radar contact, descend altitude
There's Benny.
6000 feet, unit 1012.
I think. He's quite close, isn't he? Wait for good grief.
Lufthansa 21 Papa, right heading 300.
Right 300, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy. Ye of little faith. Let's bring this down. Be fair, actually.
Approach, hello.
Probably have to stick this to 190. Tajib, hello, welcome.
Descending through flight level
I am busy. There's the water.
With information echo. Osprey 5563.
Just under the cloud base nicely as well.
Buenas, radar contact, descend level 100.
Actually, it's alright. Default flight physics, so you know, apparently landing can be tricky with floating. We'll find out in a second. There's 06 left, 06 right, 06 rights for departures, 06 lefts for arrivals. And approach is vectoring us round at the moment to that.
Lufthansa 21 Papa, right heading 020, descend altitude 2500 feet, clear for ILS Zulu runway 06 left.
Right, 0 to 0, descend 2,000 feet and cleared ILS, runway 06 left, Lufthansa 21 Papa, heavy.
Lufthansa 124, turn right heading 280.
Right heading 280, Lufthansa 12.
Lufthansa 224, contact tower 118.30, bye bye.
It's 118.3, Lufthansa 24, San Silvio.
Osprey 490, Palma control.
Right.
Osprey 490. The Osprey 490, fly heading 240. Fly heading 240.
So, I've gone flaps 25 now, just in case it balloons and things. Nick T, hello!
Maintain 6,000. 6,000.
And I think in Boeing you have to select lock first, don't you?
Lufthansa 124, descend altitude 2,500 feet.
I've clicked lock and it's activated approach. 124, 174, sorry. Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, established 06 left.
Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, contact tower 118.30, bye bye.
Tower 118.300, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, thanks for the ATC.
Osprey 5563, descend level 8.
Mallorca Tower, hello, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy, 7478, inbound, established ILS 06 left to land.
Lufthansa 21 Papa, hello, Palma Tower, continue approach runway 06 left, number 2.
Continue approach 06 left, number 2, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy. 058, runway tracks, let's get that set. After, so, missed approach, climb direct to JOA VOR, so fly runway heading. At the VOR, turn left. Max 185 knots and follow a radial of 026 to JOA, which is already in the FMC. There's our descent.
Lufthansa 224, when you're landing, expected vacated by runway, cushion vacated November.
There goes the gear. Let's see if we can get some nice little scenic views here quickly. We don't want that there. So this is the JustFlight pre-release beta version. So releasing in the next couple of weeks. Scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator for LEPA. So really exciting, and we're all seeing it for the very first time ever. 2,000 was max, wasn't it? And then it goes up to 3,000. Yeah, so 2,000 set, 058 set, 174 VREF set. My throttles. It is the Salty Sim mod, yes.
Lufthansa 21 Papa wind 070 with 18 knots runway 06 left and clear to land.
Cleared land, 06 left, Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy. My plane. Oops, there we go, let's get that down a bit.
Lufthansa 224, welcome Palma de Mallorca, taxi to stand 50, via LUNIK, gate course, Lima.
Continue.
So, Lufthansa 224, are you able to put that in text? I'm getting a readability of about 2 at the moment.
There goes the ground effect.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, stand by.
Reverse. Get that nose wheel down. There we go. Love it. Let's see, let's go for this view, shall we? Look at that. Let's go back into the flight deck, we can focus now. My brakes.
Look at that, Lufthansa 124 with you established on the ILS. Runway 0.
Get off at November 3. Disarms off.
124, wind continue approach runway 06 left.
Continue approach runway 06 left, Lufthansa 124.
Lufthansa 21 Papa Heavy vacated at November 3. Request taxi to gate.
Lufthansa 21 Papa, taxi to stand 56. Question, taxi to stand 123 via North, Link, Gate Foxtrot, Lima.
Was that taxi to stand 123 via North Link? Was it Lima Foxtrot?
Lufthansa 124, wind 070, direct 1 is north, runway 06, left and click land.
Click land runway 06 left.
1, 2, 3. Oh, he's got me there. Foxtrot, Lima Golf. Okay, makes sense. Sticking me on a remote stand. Get the APU started. Is there a flight control, Dewberry? Flight controls. So let's get rid of these. There's the latest beta version. This is payware, it's not yet released, so we're all seeing it for the very first time before anybody else. Very exciting. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, you know what, Flaps 25 wasn't too bad actually. Gotta say. There's the flaps, let's get rid of those. There are a couple of bugs with the scenery, well not bugs, but a couple of final tweaks that they're going to be making prior to actually releasing it for Microsoft Flight Sim that JustFlight are going to be working with. So a couple of things, but we're going to park up, have a real good look around when we park up on stand. If there's anything that you guys want to see with this scenery, this is, you know, before anyone else has seen this, do let me know. And we can have a real good look around. Don't let me forget, I need to turn off. There's flight radar. I need to turn off my lights. So those off. Runway turn, strobes, wing. APU gens, APU bleeds on as well. He's almost down. Let's see the interior. That's first request of the list then. This new Salty Sim mod's great. We are a big hefty aeroplane. So north onto Link, then onto Foxtrot.
Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen und Herren. Wir dürfen Sie bitten, für Ihre eigene Sicherheit noch so lange angeschnallt sitzen zu bleiben, bis wir unsere endgültige Parkposition erreicht haben und die Anschnallzeichen über Ihnen erloschen sind. Wir möchten uns an dieser Stelle von Ihnen verabschieden, hoffen, dass
Custom ground textures and things as well, which looks awesome.
und wünschen Ihnen noch einen angenehmen Aufenthalt beziehungsweise eine angenehme Heim- oder Weiterreise. Einen schönen Abend noch, vielen Dank und auf Wiederschauen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We'll kindly
Right,
ask you to remain
Foxtrot,
seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft
Lima
has
Golf.
reached its final parking position and the fasten seatbelt signs above you have been switched.
Lufthansa 124, welcome Palma de Mallorca
Passengers tonight, and we hope that you will come on board.
Benny, awesome.
We wish you a pleasant stay here in Brussels or an enjoyable ongoing journey. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Auf
Could you
Wiedersehen.
repeat that in text, please?
120 to 121. Of course. I better not get stuck. 123's over there somewhere. On Lima Golf. So one of the things that they're actually tweaking and improving at the moment prior to release is level of detail, so LODs. So you'll see that a couple of times you'll see, you know, things might pop, things might reappear, or the lights, for example, there flickering away. That's because this is a pre-release, not fully completed version that we're all seeing today on Microsoft Flight Simulator, courtesy of JustFlight sending us the copy for us all to enjoy. Patrick, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. He's given us stand 123. Yikes. Which is sort of this one here. He could have made it a bit easier for us. Don't need the VORs, let's get rid of those. Crikey. This is a tight turn. This is the stand. Zodworld, welcome aboard as well. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Welcome, welcome. While I concentrate on parking. Actually, it's the LUNIK Air tool for the announcements. It's free to use. Flightsim.to to download it. Really good. Loads of airlines available for it as well. It literally was literally 160 odd degree turn, that. Stunning ground textures. Oh, look at that, it's not bad. Right on the line. There we go. Stand 123. Right, let's have a good look around, shall we, guys? Let's check this out. What else have we got here? Right, let's see if any of this works. Oh, look at that. Baggage, stairs, catering, power. On a remote stand. Now we've got it all. That's pretty good, I like that. Right. Who wants to see what? Where should we go first? Maybe we should go to the new bit here. There is actually, you said Pack X, there is actually a software within the actual program that allows you to do sort of passenger simulations. Oh, I've clicked the wrong button. I was going to say, look at these ground textures here for the crossing. That's really cool. So you guys are seeing this before anybody else out of the, what, 2 million users for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, just remember it's not finished completely. There's the interior. Kiri, welcome on board. Sam's wanting to see the main gates. Look at this. Look at that for a bit of level of detail. There's the John. I mean, even here you got the gates textured in. That's really nice. And oh, look at that, a bit of COVID. Maintain a meter distance thing as well. Really nice little current touch there from JustFlight. First time I've seen anything like that in a scenery. Really nice signage as well, crystal clear. Punch out of the glass to the other side. There's the bird over there, looking good. Look at that.
You're ready for taxi.
Animated tower with the radome. Pop underneath here. Just pop through.
Lufthansa 124, Palma Tower.
Lufthansa 124, Palma Scenery.
Lufthansa 124, yours in stand 116.
Lots of detail.
Lufthansa 124, I thought it was 119, but I'll move first time.
Palma Tower, Osprey 190 heavy, ILS 06 left.
Bravo Victor X-ray 4.
Little aircon units look built into the thing there as well. So JustSim, of course, have got one out already, but this is obviously the one that everybody's been looking up for and looking forward to. Oh, look how crystal clear those ground textures are.
63 is established ILS 06 left.
It's very good, really nice. And they mentioned there was issues with level of detail, but
Continue approach, Osprey 5563.
yeah, this is something you guys can look forward to in the next couple of weeks when it releases. Not sure if anything's in here. No, not quite. Good little trick of the eye though, because you could sort of see that from outside the glass. Right, let's go over and check this part of the airport as well, shall we? Oh, David, I'm not sure actually. I know the JustSim version is about £20, but I don't know how good it is compared. So I'm not sure actually if those of you who might have the JustSim version, you'll be able to guide us and let us know what you think in comparison. We'll have a real good look about though. Oh, look at that. Great choice of livery. Oh, off he goes. Did he crash? Hope that wasn't a hull loss. That was David, I believe. One of our members. There's the tower. That looks awesome. Look at this. Like the stains of the parking spots. Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? In fact, I've just noticed this as well. Some tyre marks on the roundabout, which is a really nice feature around the bus depot area. Car park, load of palm trees. That looks pretty cool. This is a stunning bit of scenery, and again, you know, it's not finished completely. There's lots to be done. It's coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a really it's a work in progress, not yet fully completed, but almost ready for release. JustFlight Scenery. We'll catch Philip land as we make our way through here. Look at this. This looks very cool. Right, let's watch Philip land. Oh, look at that. He's in one of our heavies as well in the channel liveries. Osprey, by the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, is the channel call sign. Well, that looked very smooth. You know what, actually, we need to have a look at my Volanta landing as well. It's the first time I've landed the 747 in a very long time. Welcome to Palma, Philip. Well, what do you guys think of this so far then? And is there anywhere you'd like to see specifically? Could be something random like a fuel farm. Could be anything. In fact, there's the fuel farm. Here's the fast station. The water ferries. Actually, yeah, the performance update tomorrow. Not long to wait at all now, is it? Very exciting for us. But the ground textures look phenomenally good, don't they? It looks lovely.
Bravo Victor X-ray 5563, welcome Palma de Mallorca, taxi to stand 119er via north, link.
Quite a big airport, really. The default is really woeful compared, but I mean, even this sort of custom radar tower thing looks really good. Hopefully everybody's waiting by the stand so I can get a group picture. Look at that. Beautiful scenery. A couple of bits on the north side of the airfield as well. Ah, there's JustFlight, hello. So yeah, as you're saying there, on the walls texturing, remember it's Mallorca, much of it is indeed very plain and white due to the year-round high temperatures. That's a great point. Performance against detail as well is another good point. You know, you can fill the airport full of polygons, guys, and all we're going to get there is a sacrifice of frames per second. I think this is wonderful. This is fantastic. It's such a busy airport in VATSIM as well, don't forget. Being busy also therefore means more vehicles. And more vehicles, more aircraft, sorry. And more aircraft means a slight hit on performance with model matching and things like that as well. This looks fantastic though. I think they've done a fantastic job so far. And remember, this isn't fully done yet. This is a pre-released sneak preview for you guys to be able to enjoy, so you know what you can look forward to and purchase on the day of release on the JustFlight website coming soon. You even got the private jet base, look. Very nice. David. It's yeah, the PA-28 is particularly popular into Palma. Not sure myself. I love like the stained look of the concrete slabs as well. And all the little windmills dotted around. Really nice little touch. Around the airfield and on the perimeter. Let's go and have a look on the north side, past the departing runway. Oh, Sky, that's a tough question. Really not sure about that. That was supposed to come out Q2 2021, which obviously ended in June. David, no problem at all. Thanks for flying along. Hope you've enjoyed it. You've got this great scenery to look forward to in the future. Checkerboards. There's the ILS. Look at that. What else do we have? All the way down here we've got the radome thing. So a couple of buildings over there as well. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know. I've seen it a lot in a lot of Spanish airports, Madrid as well especially. This freshly asphalted runway. Got a bit of life over the north side. We've got this big radome. Oh no, JustFlight, yeah, absolutely go ahead and pop the link in. I should have asked actually prior to the stream today, just to be sure. We can watch this guy take off. There's an aeroplane just about to line up. Where is he? He's in no rush. There he is. He's obviously got a different scenery, different simulator. This is lovely. But one of the things that kind of put me off using Palma regularly, when it is such a great route to fly in the sim, a couple of hours from the UK flight time, and from Germany as we found out today, is because the scenery's been a bit poor. Power Set, welcome on board. CK, welcome on board as well. Hope you guys are enjoying this. There's the departures drop-off area, look. What a great job they've done. Little ambulance outside as well, just to watch us come in case we smack the 747s down a bit too hard. Oh, look at that. Little lift animation. How does that work from the inside? Oops, too far. That should go down in a second. Hopefully you guys saw that lift move a second ago. If not, let me know and we'll hold on and watch it move, the animation. If it moves. There we go. He's listening to me. Look at that. Down into little arrivals area. That's fantastic. Little things like that, eh? Makes all the difference. Let's quickly snap back so we can get a screenshot of all the guys that flew along today. If you want to get hold of our channel liveries, by the way, you can do so by heading to our Discord server, downloading all of the links via our Google Drive link. Free to use, you can all enjoy it. Look at that, beautiful. Screen grab there. Yeah, the freeware Gatwick's really good, isn't it? Although I've not been able to use that for a long time, sadly, because of the performance issues. However, that might change as of tomorrow. Let's recycle those, shall we? All of the cabin announcements and things are via the Luke Air Tool, flightsim.to. Just search Luke Air Tool, all one word, and you guys will be able to find that out as well. Flight Rod's over there. Oh, how can we get him in a screenshot as well? Shivam Frex, one of the really good freeware livery creators on flightsim.to, actually built it for us. It's great, isn't it? That's the gold frequent flyer livery. We've actually got quite a few. So there's a blue stripe one, standard blue stripe with the light blue engine cowling stripes as well, which looks really cool. There we go, guys. Keep an eye on the JustFlight website, justflight.com, and it's going to be releasing over the next few weeks. Again, it's not completely 100% ready, so there are some issues. You're on the other stand. Oh, good grief, you're over there. What are you doing over there? Yeah, justflight.com, and you'll be able to get your hands on this when it comes out in the near future. But it is really nice. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little preview of the scenery as well. God, they've really stuck us on remote stands, haven't they? Not quite sure how much it's going to be. Pricing's yet to be set, but you are going to get a lot for your money. I mean, look at all of that detail there. Ground textures especially, absolutely stunning. And some really nice interior little add-ons and tweaks and bits as well. So, almost complete, almost ready for release. Still little bits to be done by the JustFlight team. Thanks to Steve at JustFlight for sending me a copy for us to be able to show you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed this sneak preview and the flight in the Salty Sim latest dev branch for the 747 mod in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Cheers to Flightrar, Dave, Philip and Benny for flying along too. Hope you guys have enjoyed the flight along, and thanks to our VATSIM controllers, all of our new subscribers and channel members as always, our bronze, silver and gold frequent flyers. Tomorrow we're heading to Mykonos in an Aegean Airlines A320neo with the fly-by-wire mod, and we're going to be giving away a copy of the new 29 Palms Mykonos airport from Microsoft Flight Simulator, courtesy of 29 Palms themselves. So really exciting. You've got to make sure you check that out and enter. You've got to be in it to win it. All you've got to do for that is answer one question correctly. There's our touchdown, 1G at 389 foot per minute. That's not too bad actually. Silky smooth on the G-force. In the meantime though, enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to see you all tune in again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and take care. See you soon.